Alright, we're going to begin this last part of the Andy Warhol lesson. It's part 5, and what we're going to do is finish taking our colors and placing them into the correct places in our design. And right now what we've been working on is taking our eyedropper tool and selecting a color and making sure that it does not repeat anywhere else in this project. So if the face is red, it cannot be red in any of the other any of the other 3 areas. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can keep working through this. So why don't we go ahead, and now that we've used red, yellow, and blue, we might as well, and green, we can now repeat some colors, but we don't want to have 2 colors that are directly against each other. So this is where we need to be careful. So now that I have blue here, I may want to put red here or a yellow here. I don't want to put blue on the neck here so that it's butting up right up against the blue again. So why don't we go ahead and take a yellow, select it, and take our paint bucket and fill this area in here. Now you can see this whole area filled in, even though we can see lines here. Now the reason why this happens is because one of these black lines has not fit all the way against another black line, making a complete blocked off area here, or shape. So we have to zoom in, and let's undo this step first so we can just see the white area there. So we're going to undo the paint bucket or step backwards, either one. And now let's go ahead and zoom in here. And as you can see, as I zoom in, this area right here is not connected, so the color, when I fill it in, leaks through here and then fills in the other areas. So let's make sure that everything is completely drawn and filled in, and if we have to, we'll go back and select our paintbrush, and of course we'll have to go back to the size we had there, which was a diameter of 3. Then that's what we have to do. So let's go ahead and we'll fill this back in with a diameter of 3, or what was the diameter that we used here? Well, it's been resized because we had to resize it when we placed it into our 4 quadrants here. So I'm going to have to work with this a little bit and see how this looks. Well, that's the wrong colors. Let's go ahead and undo that, and we're going to zoom in a little bit more also. So let's step backwards. We're going to reset our defaults to the black color, and let's make this more like a 7 or an 8. See how that looks. I'm going to zoom in again and make sure I can really get in tight here and see how that diameter of my brush looks as compared to the rest of the image, and then we'll fill this in. Now this is a nice small area here. Let's just go around the edges here and make sure that everything's filled in. This looks like it's okay, and let's go ahead and scroll back over to the right, and you can see right at the bottom here it's not filled in. Now just because we fill it in here doesn't mean it's complete everywhere else, so let's go ahead and check the other 4 areas, and since we have the correct size and we're working on this, we might as well fill them all in, because they're probably all identical or all the same. And this happens quite a bit when we're working on this project, so don't be surprised if you go to fill in an area and you have a leak, or you have an area where it doesn't want to work exactly correct. So let's go ahead and look. That looks fine. Down here at the bottom, that looks fine. You got it all the way to the bottom, and this one looks fine. So now let's go ahead and zoom back out, and now we can finish what we had started on. Again, I held down the command key and then zoomed out by hitting my minus key. So now let's go ahead back to yellow, select yellow, and see if this works. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and there we go. Now it's yellow. So now we cannot put yellow here or here or here. We have to use alternating colors. So let's get our colors here, and since I have yellow on my eyebrows here, why don't we do green and just rotate it here. So we'll do green here, make sure we get in that green, and now I'm going to take my paint bucket and I'm just going to rotate the color from my eyebrows into the same area for each that I did before. That way I'm making sure that I'm repeating the colors in certain areas that I want to work in. And what better way than to just transfer a color that's already somewhere and then rotate that throughout your image. So let's go ahead and take our red, and we're going to paint bucket this. Alright, so now let's do the ears. We don't want to put blue here again. We could use yellow, we could use red, we can use green. Green is here, blue is here, so why don't we do, and no yellow is touching, let's do yellow in there. So we're just going to go ahead and repeat what we did just a moment ago. So let's do red here and here. And I'm probably going to have to get inside the ear here. I may have to zoom in to get that in a moment, but we can always come back to that. So let's go ahead and repeat. And I'm trying to move faster so I don't run out of time, but you can take your time a little more than I am so that we can finish this off. And let's go ahead and do a green here. And here. And notice we have no colors butting up against each other. Very nice. Well done. We're going to go with yellow here. And we'll do this here. We only have a couple more areas to go. And so we'll take our paint bucket here, and let's go with a red. Let's do red here. And so we'll do red, do it on both sides, and let's go ahead and do blue. It doesn't matter where you select blue, they're all going to be the same. And let's go ahead and select our green. And yeah, it's a little bit tedious, but that's the way it is. And let's select yellow here. And now we'll do the lips. Let's go ahead and do, let's say, a red. And take our green here, and we'll do the same thing as we move around. We'll just keep repeating like we did before. And now we've got a nice yellow we can do here in the lips. And we'll repeat this last one here. We'll do a nice blue in the lips here. Make sure that we have the correct color in there. And we're almost finished, and as you can see, this is starting to finish. We'll do the eyes here, and then we'll be done. And I'm going to let you wrap up here. I'm going to finish. This is the end of our video lesson. All you have to do now is finish off the eyes, and you can simply keep working different areas with different colors. Maybe we'll do you know, a nice red in the eyes, or you can alternate colors, do red on this side, yellow or green on this side, and then alternate all the way around in your 4 different quadrants. So that's really all we're working on. So if you're going to be successful at this, just make sure that you keep repeating your colors, and you don't reuse them in similar areas, and you just have a lot of fun with it. And hopefully everything will work out as you start to go through your lesson and your video. So don't overdo this too much, just have a little fun with your colors, and I'll talk to you in class about this, and we'll see how far you've progressed. If you have any problems, come see me. Don't hesitate to talk to me and ask questions about this if you get stuck, and you can also email me, and I'll answer all your questions. And so, you know, you just keep working with this and having fun with it, and your colors should fall right into place as you're progressing. And if you like this lesson, you can do more of them. Alright? Good luck to you, and I hope you're successful.